Hello guys, welcome to Just Top 10. Apple released iOS 14.5 and iPadOS 14.5 to the public, introducing a slew of new features and changes. These updates are the biggest updates that we've had since iOS and iPadOS 14 were released, and we've highlighted everything that's new below. Apple today released iOS 14.5 and iPadOS 14.5 to the public, introducing a slew of new features and changes. These updates are the biggest updates that we've had since iOS and iPadOS 14 were released, and we've highlighted everything that's new below. Top 20 New Features in iOS 14.5. On number 20, unlock your iPhone with Apple Watch when wearing a mask. With iOS 14.5 and watchOS 7.4, also available now for the Apple Watch, Apple is making it easier to unlock your iPhone when you're wearing a mask. There's an Unlock with Apple Watch option that lets the iPhone use an unlocked and authenticated Apple Watch as a secondary authentication method when Face ID cannot see your whole face due to a face covering. This means, you do not need to take off your mask or enter a passcode to unlock your iPhone when the feature is enabled. It requires both an iPhone running iOS 14.5 and an Apple Watch running watchOS 7.4, and it needs to be enabled in the Settings app by going to Face ID and passcode and toggling on Unlock with Apple Watch. On number 19, AirTags Support. iOS 14.5 update introduces support for Apple's newly released AirTags, allowing them to be tracked within the Find My app. On the iPhone 11 and iPhone 12, there's a precision finding feature that takes advantage of the U1 chip to provide visual, audible, and haptic feedback to guide you to a lost item. AirTags have a lost mode, can be tracked via sound, and can be found through the Find My network by utilizing the iPhones, iPads, and Macs of people who are nearby a lost item. On number 18, Apple Maps crowdsourcing for accidents, hazards, and speed checks. iOS 14.5 includes a Waze-like crowdsourcing feature for reporting accidents, hazards, and speed checks along a route in Maps when getting directions. There's a new report button available in the Apple Maps app that lets you tap to report an accident, hazard, or speed trap at your location in the Apple Maps app, which is a feature that mapping app Waze offers. This is available directly on the iPhone and in CarPlay. Tapping on the Info button in the upper right corner of the Maps app lets you report an issue, with this option now displaying options to report an accident, hazard, or speed check. When getting directions, there are also easy access report buttons for sharing problems. On number 17, AirPlay 2 for Fitness Plus. iOS 14.5, iPadOS 14.5, and watchOS 7.4 enable AirPlay 2 support for Apple Fitness Plus, allowing Apple Fitness Plus subscribers to AirPlay their workouts to a compatible AirPlay 2 enabled smart TV or set-top box. Workouts can be displayed on a bigger screen with this feature, but unfortunately, Apple Watch metrics are not able to be displayed on the TV when AirPlaying a workout from an iPhone or iPad. Activity rings, workout time remaining, calories burned, set length, and burn bars will not show up on the TV set and will instead need to be viewed on the connected iPhone or iPad. On number 16, Dual SIM 5G support. iOS 14.5 includes a long-awaited feature for those who take advantage of the iPhone's dual SIM functionality. It introduces global support for 5G and dual SIM mode on the iPhone 12 models. The dual SIM feature on the iPhone 12 allows for 2 lines of service on a single iPhone, useful for traveling or keeping separate work and home numbers. Prior to iOS 14.5, dual SIM mode was limited to LTE in all countries except for China, but iOS 14.5 will allow dual SIM users worldwide to get 5G speeds on both lines for the first time. On number 15, New Emoji Characters. iOS 14.5 introduces several new emoji characters including Heart on Fire, Mending Heart, Exhaling Face, Face with Spiral Eyes, Face in Clouds, along with different gender options for people with beards. There are also additional couple emojis that have new skin tone mixes. Apple removed the blood from the syringe emoji to give it a more neutral look that also works for vaccinations. The headphone emoji has been updated to look like the AirPods Max rather than a generic set of headphones, and the rock climbing emoji now includes a helmet. On number 14, New Siri Voices. There are 2 new English Siri Voices in iOS 14.5, and by default, Siri no longer has a female voice. Users are able to choose a preferred Siri voice at setup. After upgrading to iOS 14.5, the Siri and search portion of the Settings app has an upgraded Siri voice option. The accent label has been changed to Variety, and there's no longer a gender selection due to the addition of extra voices. On number 13, expanded controller support. With iOS and iPadOS 14.5, you can now use the latest PlayStation 5 DualSense and Xbox Series 10 controllers with the iPhone and the iPad. The new controllers also connect to the Apple TV with the tvOS 14.5 update. On number 12, iPhone 11 battery recalibration. For the iPhone 11, 11 Pro, and 11 Pro Max, iOS 14.5 introduces a new process for recalibrating the battery health reporting feature. The update recalibrates the maximum battery capacity and peak performance capacity on the iPhone 11 models to address inaccurate estimates of battery health reporting that some users have encountered. Symptoms of this bug include unexpected battery drain behavior or, in some cases, reduced peak performance capability, and these issues should be fixed after installing the update. The recalibration process can take a few weeks to complete after upgrading. On number 11, app tracking transparency. With the release of iOS 14.5, developers are now required to ask for and receive your permission before an app accesses your random advertising identifier, which is used to track your activity across apps and websites. You're probably already familiar with these upcoming changes because Facebook has been fighting against them, but with iOS 14.5, iPadOS 14.5, and tvOS 14.5, you're going to see more apps start to comply with Apple's rules, presenting a pop-up that lets you agree to or disable ad tracking. Apple has already implemented all of the framework for app tracking transparency, so these pop-ups are also going to appear more frequently in earlier versions of iOS 14. iOS 14.5 is more of a deadline than a feature update when it comes to Apple's new privacy rules, but it will mark the wide adoption of Apple's iOS 14 anti-tracking functionality. On number 10, Apple Music changes. There are several minor tweaks in Apple Music that, when combined, result in a much improved usage experience. There are new slide gestures for adding a song to the Now Playing queue or adding it to the Apple Music library. When long pressing on a song, there are also new options to play last and show album. In the library, the download button has been replaced by 3 dots that can be tapped to access a whole range of options for a song. The actions are the same as the actions that are available when long pressing on a song title anywhere in the Music app. There's also a new Share Lyrics feature that lets you send lyrics and song clips to others. Just long press on any lyric when viewing the real-time lyrics of a song to bring up a shared interface. This is not available for all songs that support lyrics. On number 9, Apple Music City Charts. There's a new City Charts feature that offers users access to playlists featuring the most played songs in more than 100 cities around the world. On number 8, Podcasts app. There are some design changes in the Podcasts app, with Apple introducing a new smart button that replaces the prior play button, along with an updated interface that makes it easier to find, follow, and listen to new episodes. Podcasts under shows are now more prominently listed with episode descriptions and an easier access resume button. Plus, the search tab lets you browse through different categories to find what you're looking for. Apple is also removing the subscribe language from the Podcasts app in iOS 14.5, replacing it with follow options now that Apple has introduced a paid podcast service. On number 7, Reminders app. There's now an option to sort lists and reminders by due date, creation date, priority, or title. Plus, there is an option to print a reminder list, which has been a feature that Reminders users have wanted for some time. Apple has also fixed a bug that could cause some reminders created through Siri to be set for early morning hours. On number 6, Shortcuts. There's a new shortcut action for taking a screenshot that can be incorporated into various shortcuts, plus new actions for locking the orientation of the iPhone and switching between cellular data modes. With the voice and data mode action, there are options to select 5G, 5G Auto, and 4G network options. On number 5, Emergency Alert Settings. If you go to Settings greater than Notifications and scroll all the way down to Emergency Alerts, you can now tap the setting to disable an Always Deliver feature that causes emergency alerts to not play a sound when the volume/ringer is silenced. Alerts for earthquakes, tsunamis, and other similar emergency alerts will still cause your iPhone to sound an alarm, according to Apple's code. On number 4, News app. There's a new search tab in the Apple News app, and the News Plus section has been redesigned with a For You feature and an easier to access browse tab. On number 3, Silence unknown callers pop-up. When you receive a call from an unknown caller in iOS 14.5, Apple may prompt you to set up call silencing, a feature that was first introduced in iOS 13. With call silencing, calls from unknown numbers will be sent directly to voicemail. The feature itself isn't new, but Apple does appear to be highlighting the feature in the phone app in some situations. On number 2, keep track of Beats headphones and third-party accessories in Find My. Users can now keep track of select non-Apple branded products such as Beats headphones and upcoming Belkin wireless earbuds using Apple's built-in Find My app, under the newly added Items tab. The Items tab will also ultimately house AirTags when Apple releases the item tracking accessory. On number 1, Find My safety setting. In the Find My app under Me, there's a new item safety feature that's designed as a precautionary measure for AirTags and Bluetooth-enabled devices that can be tracked using the Find My app. If you have an item on your person or nearby that is relaying its location and by proxy your location, your iPhone will let you know. The setting will prevent someone from placing a Find My compatible Bluetooth tracker or an AirTag in your possession, for the purpose of tracking or stalking you. There is a toggle to turn this off if desired, but most people will likely want to keep it enabled. Thank you guys for watching this video.
We hope you liked this video. If you want to suggest us any topic, please comment below in comment box.
Don't forget to subscribe our channel and press the bell icon.
Take care of yourselves, friends and family members. Bye for now.
Adios amigos.